This does not look like your average soldier. He has a clever, acute face, and a regal posture, typical only of former aristocrats. I'm half inclined to address him as my superior.
Heil Hitler! Heil Hitler!
I am Standartenführer Meyer. Gruppenführer Mueller sent me to inspect the staff.
Your papers, please.
Here.
Thank you, Herr Meyer. Now may I inspect your belongings?
Excuse me? Since you seem to be new here, let me explain again. I'm here under the orders of Gruppenführer Mueller, RSHA Department 4, Gestapo, Section 4C.
Yes, Herr Meyer. My apologies. But I do have orders of my own. All visitors to this castle are subject to search. Outside the Führer's inner circle, Reichsmarschall Göring or General Jodl, no. And even they must be searched, after a fashion.
Oh yes? What fashion is that?
After that business on July 20th, the Führer won't abide briefcases of any sort. So now all the high-ranking officials have their aides or hangers-on bring their bags to reception. Naturally, the aides are searched.
That must make for some terse meetings.
Oh, they make do. The speaker just leaves the room, finds the documents he needs, and goes back in again.
Sounds like a blast. Or not, as it were.
That's a matter of faith. I'm devoted to Hitler. I admire his energy, his power. Even so, I'll be damned if I can get behind this magic business.
Magic, you say?
If you could only see what goes on here some nights. I took part in 2 of their rituals, and that was more than enough for me. It's absolutely terrifying.
Oh?
For instance, Reichsführer Himmler went on about some talk he had with a superhuman. Go ahead. Stick me out in the cold with my rifle in my hands. Just keep me away from that rubbish. Orders are orders. If Gruppenführer Rattenbucher or Officer Kederit learns that I've let you pass freely, everything seems to be in order. You may pass.
Goodness, thanks,
If I could have foreseen our meeting today, right now I'd have the best bouquet in Berlin in my arms.
Well, welcome to Adlerhorst, officer. Could I have your name, please? So I can look you up? I mean, on the guest list?
Standartenführer Gerhard Meyer at your service. Now that you know my name, might I inquire as to your own?
You might. Here are your keys. 2nd floor, to the right. Don't be surprised if you run into a few soldiers on the way. They're protecting the apartments of Reichsführer Himmler. I'm Victoria, by the way. I doubt it. But even if he were, there is no chance of seeing him. His guards only admit those who he wants to see.
Then let's hope that he likes my looks. So tell me, where's the Führer right now?
The Fuhrer. I think he has some important business with Himmler. Not that anyone really knows what he's up to. Me least of all.
I see, thanks.
My pleasure, Herr Meyer. No one particularly important right now. Still, the Fuhrer has been adding more and more guards every day. Almost like he's afraid of something.
Hitler afraid? Here in all this security, surrounded by his most devoted followers? Victoria, surely you're imagining things.
Yes, well, sometimes it can get rather hard, especially since not everyone is as gallant as you.
A good upbringing is a rarity these days.
You're telling me... Yes? Let me think. Well, the RSD are the Führer's personal guards. I imagine the castle is in the hands of the Greater Germany Division.
Where do I find the officer in charge?
Why don't you talk to the officers in the next hall? They can probably tell you more than I.
Thanks. This drunk here, he isn't from the Great Germany, is he?
No, he's a subordinate to Reichsmarschall Goering. The Great Germany are elite troops.
I see. Thank you, Victoria.